it going, everyone? I'm Mike Durante, and I'm one of the Compass Fellowship mentors. We need our clicker, I believe, for our presentation. There we go.
Hi, I'm Marissa Siefkes, another mentor. We've enjoyed working with Neil and Arthur this semester.
So we just heard from Andy Shalal tonight, and Andy Shalal is the person that really personifies the concept of social entrepreneurship that we try to teach our fellows every day. He takes his real personal beliefs, his personal values, and translates that into actual social value in the community and financial value through a business. He's a person, a leader that we could all aspire to be. His business, Busboys and Poets, is a business that we can all aspire to emulate the values of, but these aspirations in themselves really are nothing. These aspirations really need to turn into inspirations. These inspirations need to be taken and molded into personal motivation. And these personal motivations are what creates the social value through a business. Through our fellowship program, we seek to take these fellows, who we love so much, and they've got these aspirations at the beginning of the year. They've become inspired, and they go through our whole program, and we hope that in the end, they'll be delivering true social value. And you'll find out tonight that through their presentations that that's exactly what they're going to be doing. So the Compass Fellowship, which we'll talk a little bit about the logistics of tonight, is really the vehicle that we see to make this shift from aspiration to social value.
Right, and now you're wondering, how does this vehicle operate?
Ooh.
All right, so the Compass Fellowship is a 4-phase program, and every Monday night at 7 p.m. around this time, the fellows for the past year have gathered in a room, in a coffee shop, to engage in discussion with a social entrepreneur or a professor or a professional in the community. And these fellows have spent a semester, as soon as they entered college, learning about personal development, personal growth, how to identify their passions and their dreams and their goals. And then, after their holiday break, we've delved into the business skills, what they need to turn these passions, goals, and visions into a reality, into a sustainable social venture. Next, after we celebrate their achievement of these two sections tonight, we are going to cook them up this fall, and some even this summer, with internship opportunities where they can really get a feel of what the business world is like. And once they have that experience in the social sector of their passion, we will give them the long-awaited seed funding, which they will use to kickstart their social ventures and actually make the social impact they want to see in this world. And so you can have a better idea of this road that they've traveled on during the past year. We thought we'd highlight a few of the milestones along this journey.
Okay, so as Marissa mentioned, our first phase was personal development. So we're just going to kind of go through the road and highlight a couple of things that we did this semester. And it's going to be a lot of clicking that I can't control, so it might get a little out of control. So start first. First, we introduced them to social entrepreneurship right here in this auditorium with Robert Eger. And that was kind of them diving into the world and diving into our definition of what really is this social entrepreneurship thing. Next, we took them and tried to build a team culture. And that's something that we're really proud of our fellowship, that really it's a community of support that they all feel reliant on, and they could all grow within. So that was our ropes course, little orientation. We continued and actually went to Busboys and Poets and listened to Andy speak about translating your values into a business. We listened to Camille Preston and Aaron Wolf, who's in the audience tonight, speak about leadership. We continue to, as we talked about before, running a business, you have to run your life first, so we help them develop time management skills and life management skills. We continue to growing, sustaining your network, so building a network around all the things that you do. And then kind of related to that is building mentorship relationships with people, both in our N+1 model, which I believe Neil spoke a little bit about, kind of learning from the people that are one step ahead of you in life, the mentors like us, but also from people from the outside community and professionals. Continuing, we learned about developing social needs, or identifying social needs and social assets within the community to solve those needs, and following along with that is identifying solutions to those social needs and getting real life examples of that. So these are all things that in the first semester of the fellowship, our fellows were exposed to.
And then, over the holiday break, we asked them to come up with their big idea, if they hadn't already, for what they would like their social venture to focus on. So, we kicked off the semester teaching them a few business skills. They learned how to develop a strategy for their business, develop a marketing plan, They also learned how to develop a management strategy. And then using some of these skills, we brought in a lot of professionals and experts from the DC community, and they spent an entire day, a boot camp of sorts, planning their ventures with the insight of these individuals. And then we talked about branding, developing strategic partnerships, and to fund it all, raising capital and how to sustain your venture, make it financially sustainable.
So as I'm sure all of you guys have noticed, this sounds very overwhelming. It sounds like an in-depth program, sounds like more than most classes would be. And that's exactly what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's very overwhelming, and that's why we are so impressed with our fellows. We have asked a lot of them, and they have given back tenfold what we've asked. And their devotion to the fellowship, the amount of time that they have spent conceptualizing, identifying their passions, and translating these into business ventures, which you will see tonight, has really impressed us beyond belief. We cannot express. And so tonight we wanted to draw this community together in support of them and to give you an opportunity to be equally impressed with their ideas and their ventures. So at this point, we'd like you to be impressed, and we will hand it over to them.